Yes, sir. Episode 96. You're
So,
back. Your boys, Ryan, Paul, Gordo is the big three in the building. Where we at with it, man?
hey man,
Man,
96. We almost to 100, but shit. I mean, it's a
Very,
lot.
very close.
That's right.
what's that?
Man, I'll be honest. I was just reading this article about Amanda Bynes. You remember her,
Yeah, I heard she was what? Walking naked on the streets. She had another breakdown.
bro? Butt naked on the street.
Mm.
Child actress. Man, just another example how Hollywood can carry you up.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
no, she always but this not like she didn't have these problems before, which is crazy. Because I'm like, I had saw that too. I'm like, somebody was saying, "Damn, what happened with Amanda Bynes?" And I'm just like, I ain't know if she had did all of that. But I'm like, it's crazy because it's just like it seemed like she was getting help. And so she had kind of got back into the roles and stuff. Got back into roles, and so it's just like it's crazy, like you say. She one of those like childhood actors. I feel like definitely been affected by the fame in Hollywood, definitely, and took a role
Yeah, I mean,
an effect on her.
I'd say really affected because if y'all know about Dan Schneider, one of the big creatives over at Nickelodeon.
Right.
He's the name that you see at the end of like iCarly, Zoe 101, even all the way back to all that and stuff like that. So like
Yeah,
this Dan Schneider guy, like when you really look into him, he was putting that shit in front of everybody's face, like having weird scenes with the kids using their feet and stuff like that. Like Ariana Grande came up on a show that he had produced, and like if you look at her and she's still kind of in that little girl, I don't know, like kind of like mentality sometimes, or that's like kind of the brand. I feel like that was kind of molded by him too. So there was a lot of like sick stuff when you get down to it. Now there's like Twitter threads going around that show like, well, look at this video and Dan was in a hot tub with Amanda Bynes and stuff like that. And
wow.
and when you think about it, I saw that stuff on TV too. And I used to be like, oh, that's a little weird, but I guess when you're a kid, you don't really pick up on stuff and you just think it's funny. But
Right.
when you're older, it's like, yo, why is an adult in the tub with this girl? Or why are there's so
What's
many
really
feet
going on?
jokes, right? Like so she definitely endured something out there. I
Yeah.
won't, I
No, it's
won't,
definitely
yeah.
The
it's
deep,
definitely more to the story.
right. The deep dark closets of Hollywood. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The thing about it, shit, Lindsay Lohan just now finally, kind of coming back out into the scene. Shit, she was kind of fucked up off of Disney Channel and shit. So it's
Right.
like it'd be definitely, just a lot of,
Some weirdos out there.
yeah.
Mhm. Yep, and,
So
and I
she
also read that up until 2017, she was actually in the conservative ship, just like our girl.
Britney Spears.
Yeah, Britney
Yes,
Spears,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So definitely,
Should be playing a
yeah.
role. No, and then I was reading, it was so crazy about that. I was reading an article about like this teenager that's like a YouTube star or something, but they didn't come out with their full name and shit. And they was basically saying like their parents kind of fucked up their lives and shit, and like they couldn't wait till they can get 18 and get basically ownership of themselves. So
Was
that
that Lil Tay, or there was like,
no,
remember that little Asian girl who would be like saying like wild stuff? Like she had a
I
similar
don't know
story
who
too,
it,
where
like the
she
thing is
was
they
like,
changed
yeah,
the names up in the article so like
okay,
the
okay,
shorty can
okay,
like be like
right.
exposed or because she's still like a minor and shit.
To
And
protect
You
so
them.
know, it's crazy. I
Yeah.
saw a YouTube video just earlier with Cole Sprouse. He's on shows right now, and you would think that he's well adjusted or one of the guys to like, transition from childhood to adulthood in the business well. But his interview tagline was like, "My mom sacrificed my childhood for fame." I'm like, sheesh. Like I look at it, but I was like, that's a deep title. I
yeah.
said I didn't expect it to hear from him because I mean he's on what the Riverdales of this to that, and it seems like
Yeah,
he's
but it's
still
like
out
you gotta think
here
about it
well adjusted, right?
like I was actually watching a video about them because I was trying to check out the new movie that his brother dropped through Sundance Film Festival, and so like they were saying like they've been acting since like 5 months since he could probably feel like that.
Right.
Sweet Life of Zach and Cody for pretty much their whole adolescent shit. What childhood did they really have? You know, it's like it's understandable that some of them can feel like that.
Right.
Yeah, and you get these parents who might have had acting. They might have had acting dreams too. You know, and
right.
They
want to live through the kid.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, they want to live through the kid and push them to be the best they can be acting wise, but maybe the kid didn't want to go that route. You know what I mean? And
right.
It probably
it's crazy. I don't know if this is true.
And that's the thing that we have to ask ourselves.
I was gonna say I saw something on Twitter, and it was more so like an assessment, but somebody reacted to LeBron's tweet. LeBron had like drawn something, and he tweeted out like, I haven't picked up a pen and pad in so long, or I haven't drawn in so long, and it was like someone wearing some Jordans or something like that, or maybe it was SpongeBob, a character or something, but it was some cartoon character. No, it was Bart Simpson. So he drew Bart Simpson and he tweeted this out, and he was like, "Oh, I haven't drawn in so long," and somebody commented or they quote tweeted and they commented, they were like, "Man, this is like stuff like this kind of reminds you that LeBron like never really had a childhood." Like he's still trying to like, find some time to do shit. And at first I wasn't looking at it so deep. I'm like, yo, you never have to just stop. Like you can draw, like he can like Bart. But when you think about it, like, yeah, LeBron from however early he was, he was probably on Sports Illustrated, like this is the next guy up. And that was probably like early high school or something. And since then it's been straight to the NBA.
In the league, 18.
Super team, finals, rings, movies, this and that. So, I don't doubt it, man.
Yeah. And I mean, you see how close he is with his kids right now, hang with them and seeing them grow up and stuff kind of connects him with his childhood self. You know what I mean? He's having a good time kicking it with his sons because he's probably doing a lot of stuff that he didn't get to do,
Right.
So
you see LeBron is like, compared to Jordan, if we want to compare the greats, I mean, Jordan wasn't really like, maybe, I guess during the early 90s, but LeBron is somebody who, embraces hip hop, embraces youth culture a lot. He's one of those guys who's up on a lot of things, even social media trends. So he's one of those first like leaders in the NBA to really kind of still be with the youth, not so removed and like, I'm a role model and things like that. But, he's not necessarily John Morant, but yeah, man, it's definitely something to think about. But staying in basketball, what do we think about Michael Jordan, his new movie Air? And I think they said he requested Viola Davis to play his mom.
Yeah, I saw that. I fuck with the trailer.
Right.
It's not a Michael Jordan movie in a sense, but it's just like,
it's basically kind of more like a Nike movie and how they went about trying to sign him and stuff like that. So I don't know if he's necessarily going to be in the movie. Right. And then
to request Viola Davis, that's a big thing.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard.
She wanted the greats, like shit.
Yeah, he said he wanted an Oscar winner too. Shit. Yeah, they said he wanted an Oscar winner to play his mom. He was like he specifically requested Viola.
And I'm gonna say this, man. I love it.
The candiness is crazy. It's there.
And I'm gonna tell you why I love it, bro. I love it because it's still some skeptics out here who don't realize, how much we have influenced, the world of sports, fashion, all this shit, right? This movie, and I haven't seen it yet, obviously, but I mean, from the previews, man, it's highlighting how Nike, they weren't even interested in supporting basketball and going that direction.
Exactly.
And how important Jordan and people like Michael Jordan.
I really feel like, but I feel like it was more of a Nike couldn't get their guy, and that was what it really was. Because I'm like, if you watch Winning Times, if you watch Winning Times, Nike approaches Kareem Abdul-Jabbar his rookie year. And so that was like the whole thing with Nike was just like, hey, we got this shoe brand, but we just can't get a guy to wear this shit. You feel me?
Right.
And so I feel like that's what it's really gonna show as well. It's like, yeah, Nike, they wanted to do a basketball shoe, but they just couldn't get somebody to be the face of that shoe. And so it's just like when Jordan came in, it was like, hey, you not Magic, but you obviously have this other swag to you that we can capitalize off, which is why they came out with the Air Jordan. You feel me? They didn't just come out with because think about it, nobody had a basketball shoe that was named after them in a sense.
Right.
That's
so
cool.
It's like
I'm tell that they made the right decision.
Yeah, and so it's like it was like ultimately it came, like I said, it came down. That's why I'm saying he really said when he said it, we gonna see in the movie, it ultimately came down to them picking Jordan's brand, which is them ultimately making his brand. You feel me? Like they ultimately create Jordan brand in the sense they dub him Air Jordan. You feel me? Which is kind of which helped his fucking career. Also, which helped the fucking shoe sale, which also helped Nike in the long run. Because at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure at this moment, I don't think Nike's on the verge of bankruptcy, but they're pretty much almost there.
At that point in the okay, right.
Yeah, at that point in the story, because I think that's like I say, when they come to Magic, I don't know if they're gonna show that part, but if you watch Winning Times when they come to Magic, they're pretty much almost on the verge of bankruptcy.
Oh yeah, they did mention this in Winning Time. They did kind of mention this, at least from Magic's perspective, when he was like looking for his shoe deal, and I think he did dismiss Nike, and he was like, "Well, what about Converse?" And
like,
he
went with
popping,
Converse,
right?
And I think, and then so he ultimately comes out and says like, "Hey, I made the biggest mistake of my fucking life. I should have went with Nike," because he's like, ultimately they were designing a basketball shoe, but they would have made a Magic shoe. You feel me? Like it would have been primarily geared and branded based off of Magic Johnson. And so, like I say, he said he missed his beat, and that's what I'm like. That's when I'm like, they bring in this Jordan story and they show Air, it's gonna be a whole different vibe to it, just off of the simple like Jordan kind of saves Nike and Nike kind of brings up like builds Jordan branded, which ultimately
definitely builds
which creates this $1 billion partnership.
Right. Yeah, that's gonna be history to like really look at, because we're still seeing it today. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like the only person that really has a shoe deal or a shoe that can, kind of get there is LeBron, after he kind of finishes, whenever that happens.
If they want to start really pushing the retros, and they've already started retroing some of the LeBrons and things like that, but he's definitely somebody that they put that much the similar effort into, because even before then, like how many times did we really have like continuations, right? Air Jordan
we didn't
1,
really get
2,
that many.
3, 4, 5. Like a lot of shoes, they just I feel like before and still now you develop shoes, but it's like they kind of go from athlete to athlete. We'll work with you on this, we'll work with you on this. But like now you might have a LeBron 1 through 15 or 16 or something. You might have
20 now.
Right. You might have Kyrie up to like 7 or some shit. So that's it's only for a few people.
I don't even
right. Or Kobe. Kobe got a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and then I was gonna say what really came in, which is so crazy, which I feel like Vanessa Bryant kind of stopped them with the Kobe deal, was like, she I feel like that's a big interesting thing what you mentioned that, because I was like, Kobe's shoes, you don't really see them being marketed right now. You feel me? Just due to the fact that they reworking that whatever deal that they have out. You feel me?
Right.
And it's so crazy because I'm like, I feel like Kobe's would have been, skyrocketing, and retail value would have been crazy.
Crazy. She was like, nope. Because ultimately, I do feel.
I feel like he exactly shut that shit down. Like,
I feel like Kobe was gearing up to leave Nike and almost like start his own sneaker deal. So I feel like when he passed and like he couldn't see that through, she wasn't about to let Nike like clout up and eat off his name. Like he was about to leave y'all. Like
right.
you know.
Right. He's about to take the Jordan blueprint.
Right,
Jordan
right,
leave
right.
and
Now
eat off.
somebody else is trying to take the Jordan blueprint. If I could make this transition real quick. Larsa Pippen, she's talking about potentially marrying Marcus Jordan. And she said she would take his name. She said she would take his name if so. I don't know what Scotty did, but she just doesn't stop.
Wait. Wait, so this is I didn't see that part. This must have been after the 26 times a day sex with
Yeah,
Scottie
all
Pippen.
right. So she already is wild and talk about 23 years, 4 times a day. That was her and Scotty. Like, damn, motherfuckers making jokes talk about that's why Scotty's back was what did Shannon Sharp say? Scotty had back problems his whole career, and certain folks was like that's why he was playing like that in the finals and this. But regardless of her oversharing, it's one thing for her to already go out with Jordan's son. Like, what's the age difference over here? But she talk about she could possibly marry him and take that last name.
Man,
Larsa Jordan. Jesus.
She in love. You want to be part of the winning family.
That's crazy.
Hey, bro, that's crazy. For me, I don't know about love. It seemed like a money grab to me. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean,
possibly.
Right,
but what money does she need?
Bro, that's what I'm saying. But then this is like, what money is Jordan finna leave his sons?
Jordan said, "When I die, put my money in the grave."
The question that brings up another question because the man finna sell. Apparently, he's getting ready to sell the Charlotte Hornets. Right. So it's just like,
I don't know.
He gonna get them niggas some money? That's up to them.
She thinks Scotty ain't have enough money to. Sheesh, deeper, darker secrets out here.
Hey man, that brand is worth more than anything they made in the NBA.
That's a fact. She's trying to get into the family.
Yeah, Jordan didn't make all his money playing basketball. He made his money because his brand.
Outside,
like I say.
Now you mentioned he's gearing up to sell the team. I mean, do we know why? Like, what's he planning to do next? Like, he's just tired.
I mean, I haven't really heard any details into why, but it's the Charlotte fucking Hornets. They stuck, like they ain't really did shit.
Right.
And so, they got like I say, they didn't have some decent, draft picks throughout the years, and they tried to do things with those, but it's just like, they in the bottom, and so it's just like so it's just like I don't know if he gonna sell it immediately, but it's just like he gonna sell it to a minority owner of the team,
right?
And so, it's just like shit. He did what he did. Shit, you can't. It's like shit. Right. It's like how much can you really do? Shit, it's like
right.
I mean, they was the Bobcats. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when they was the Bobcats.
Right. That's not too bad. Nah, I mean, just keep it in the NBA. I gotta shift to the Bulls. They talking about Lonzo is going to undergo some like cartilage surgery or something, and a cartilage surgery in his leg or something like that. But they're saying, he got a chance to get back on the court, and if he does get back on the court, he would be the first athlete to successfully play after that surgery. So apparently it's some type of new surgery they're trying.
It's a cartilage transplant surgery. Okay, so I don't know exactly where they're gonna be taking it from, but it's like basically I guess they finna put cartilage in his knee.
Yeah.
I guess in between that space where the kneecap and the knee meets, that's most likely where it is. Because that's pretty much where the cartilage wears down when you play basketball. Especially when you definitely have injuries. So that's what I was like. That's why I'm kind of. It makes sense. Like now, if that's where they put in the transplant and the cartilage, that makes sense on where. And to me, that makes sense on him not being able to do shit.
Right?
Because it's just like me personally. When I broke my leg, it's just like they told me like, hey, this is gonna be a injury that lasts long in effects, where it's like the cartilage and the kneecap will wear down eventually if you're not taking care of it. And it's just like they hooping at a way more extraneous level. So it's just like it can make sense to me in regards to like him repeatedly injuring it. But it's just like I'm just ready to see him, get back healthy. and get back on the court for us, you know. So it's just like I'm hoping everything is successful, but it's just like do what you got to do to take care of your body, you know. It's like shit. I was just reading LeBron meeting when German doctors said to look at his foot and shit, you know. So it's just like do what you got to do.
Yeah, I mean,
and a homie Shaq just got a hip replacement. You saw that, you know, wear and tear on the body.
Yeah,
these athletes, man, they pound their bodies, man, training and you know what I mean, and being that tall too.
Yeah, shit, tall, yeah, them knees, yeah, that it's just like it's easier to wear a lot of stuff down.
Yeah,
especially when you get so tall. And so yeah, it's like me personally, I don't know exactly where they're gonna be putting the cartilage transplant, but I'm just happy that they kind of figured out what he fucking needs at this point, you know.
Right. And then he got a chance to, you know,
Yeah, because if I remember shortly, I don't know if Kobe had got like a cartilage transplant before at one point in time.
Is that when Kobe went overseas? Like he was like, I'm out of here. Like I gotta play.
Yeah.
Like, I remember he went overseas and did some type of, and they didn't even know at the time.
Like,
they're just like he went and did something.
Like he had something going on with his knee. It's similar to with his knee, but it's like
he came back crazy too. So hopefully,
he came back. He came back well. You feel me?
Hopefully they give him some of that same Kobe cartilage, and he could be on some like Mike shit, and he could be balling like crazy. Hit 84 for the team, man.
The Kobe cartilage.
At this point, when Lonzo will come back, he probably will have him in the last year of his fucking contract. So it's like he would have to be on some like Mike shit.
Right.
You know?
Like Kobe, he gonna be the new movie. We had this cartilage left over from Kobe's initial. Like that's a whole movie idea right there. Sheesh, give the Cod 15%, man.
Transplant the cartilage. Now you got Kobe knees.
Kobe.
Hey, y'all seen how tall this Baron Trump got? Talk about tall. Little Trump little son, like 7 feet tall or something now.
What blew up?
Yeah.
Right. Folks talk about he better go play for the Lakers now that his pop's getting arrested.
He gonna have to support the family, huh?
Hey, but did he get arrested or not? Because I know New York said
they say he's like 6'7" though. That's crazy.
Nah, I don't think
he was literally a little kid like a few years ago for sure. So that growth spurt is crazy.
I don't think
he's like this giant ass.
Oh, you don't think?
I don't think he got arrested.
He like
no arrest. Sheesh. Better go to the NBA.
Trump.
Young Trump, yeah, get out the family now. Break the cycle. Hang around some niggas.
Right, break the cycle. Hey, bro. Speaking of, hold on, before we jump to that though, Pat Bev showing up and showing out. You know what I'm saying? Bulls been on a winning streak. Yes.
Okay. All right. So
Bev is we gotta win every game. Shit.
Bev is doing well.
It don't even matter though. Like I said,
bro, we beat
everything.
We beat the Sixers. We beat all the good teams in the East. So
in overtime though. So don't be no fool.
We ain't beat the Heat in the overtime. We smashed the Heat.
We didn't beat the Heat. The Heat is not good. Why do people keep saying the fucking Heat is good? The Heat is bad as fuck.
The Heat number. The Heat number 7.
The Heat is not the Heat from last couple years ago.
But they still number 7.
They not good though. They not good.
It don't matter. They number 7.
They not good. They not.
We need
good.
to beat
That's why I don't crack it up to be no big ass win.
We beat the Bucks this year. We beat the Sixers yesterday.
Barely.
We're gonna beat.
But like I say, these games we gotta win. We gotta win these fucking games. Them teams don't gotta win these games.
Hey man, we winning, and that's it. That's all to it.
Hey, but when I say when we see the Bucks in the first round, we getting the fuck out. It don't even matter. We two games can do all this like shit. I'm glad that these motherfuckers found some type of defensive mind. Hopefully y'all keep that until next year. But it's just like at the end of the day, we not doing shit. I'm not getting no hopes up. First round, if Giannis don't hurt his fucking self, we not winning or beating them.
Hey man,
if Giannis not on the injury list, we not winning or beating them.
2 games up we 2 games up on the Wizards.
But it's like shit, we still got to play that play-in tournament.
We secured the playoff spot. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
all we got to do is
we got to play the play-in tournament. Regardless of what we fall at, we gonna play in the play-in tournament.
100%. But shit, we there though.
And so that's why I'm like, I'm glad that we got a defensive mindset that Pat Beverly done brought to us, but we not. It's just like keep that shit and keep that shit for next year. Because it's like we not doing shit. We not. It's like teams loaded. It's like teams are loaded. You feel me? Right. And when playoffs come, it's a whole different ball game. We not ready for that shit this year. And it's just like I'm glad that we can make a push, but it's just like shit. Get ready for next year.
Hey, bro,
niggas keep that thing.
So do we have the opportunity this year to make the playoffs at all?
100%. That's what I'm saying.
But you're saying don't even waste the energy. Just do what you do, ride out the season, and really take this off season to like really come back strong. And do what you got to do next season.
Like shit, we got to figure out. It's like think about it. It's like shit. We wouldn't even have Pat. We don't have Pat Beverly after the end of the season. You feel me?
Okay.
So it's just like in the Bulls front office, that's the move that y'all need to make a decision on. You feel me? Do y'all want to keep Pat Beverly around or do y'all want to let him go? You feel me? Me personally, I feel like him bringing the mindset that he has, we need to keep him around. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, everybody's starting to play fucking defense.
Right.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Like I say, that's the biggest thing to me at this point. Is just like, hey, we've got defensive minded now. We actually try to make stops. You feel me? We actually are out there holding each other accountability. We're not finna be able to. It's like consistently, we need to find chemistry and be able to figure out, hey, what the fuck are our true options? You feel me? Because the thing is, DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine ain't finna be beating motherfucking James Harden and fucking Joel Embiid. Because like I say, Joel Embiid, he wasn't even 100% doing what the fuck he usually do against motherfuckers when he was playing us.
Hold on,
so that's what I'm saying. That playoff picture gonna be a whole different.
You said James Harden, like he matters. He trash.
All right, if you think first off, you to sit there and say James Harden doesn't matter.
He did trash.
Oh man,
James Harden doesn't matter. James Harden is the reason why fucking Joel Embiid is damn near having a fucking MVP season.
Harden's life matters.
Yeah, it's like that's crazy as fuck to say, but it's just like I say, it's like Bulls fans. I'm a Bulls fan too, but I'm like I'm not delusional as fuck regardless of these other teams.
Right.
Fuck you saying?
Drew Holiday,
motherfucking, and fucking Drew Holiday, motherfucking Middleton, and Giannis fucking us up by themselves. So it's just like, let's not sit here and dismiss any fucking team in the NBA. That's not the fucking Bulls. Shit, the Atlanta Hawks will fuck around and give us a go.
Hey, I fucking support the Bulls just on some home team optimistic type of shit. I want to see them do good.
I do, you know what I'm saying? They making
adjustments.
We're not winning shit.
Somebody in the West gonna win it. So I'm gonna say that. But
I can put that. I can see that. But it's like I don't know who shit. It's like the only consistent
because it's tight.
The only consistent thing that I can say is like if Jokic and them stay healthy, they're gonna be a hard team to beat 4 fucking times. You feel me?
That's true.
But like I say, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the Suns looking like. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. We don't know what KD looking like when he gonna be back or doing whatever the fuck he's supposed to do. It's just like I say, the NBA really up in the air.
The Sacramento Kings. They
exactly.
Too.
The Kings so fucking consistent though. That's the thing about it. They're so consistent and they all well rounded.
Right.
That's why I'm like, but me personally, I feel like
the
thing is what's so crazy. The Memphis Grizzlies, I don't know about them.
That's what I'm saying. They rank number 2. They rank number 2 in the West right now though.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how what they playoff mentality gonna look like. You feel me? Because I'm so tired of fucking Dylan Brooks ass. Like he's so fucking annoying. Like I wish they stopped interviewing that nigga. Like that's one nigga it's just like certain motherfuckers that child. It's be like interview. It's like the reporters just be like, yeah, we just want to interview this motherfucker to get a story. Stop. He don't have no fucking story. He's a fuck like not to say that he's a nobody, but shit, it's just like that man he's not no top tier fucking NBA player. He like the only reason why he getting publicity is because the fucking Memphis Grizzlies are in the spotlight now. You feel me?
Right.
Right.
Nigga talking about you want to be Draymond, you want to be Kyrie. Nigga, be yourself. Get your game up. Get in the gym. Shoot some fucking shots.
He said, find the signature move.
Right.
Right. Hey, find something that works for you. Shit. Like at this point, all I know is hoopers hoop shit, and you not hooping shit.
Right. Right. I don't understand. Yeah. I don't understand somebody being on the floor every. I don't understand somebody be on the floor every night or play for a team, right? NBA team, and just don't give they all, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you on a world stage, bro. You at the highest. Like I understand you got paid, you got a little money, attention, but like, man, you got to show up and show out. That's how I feel, bro.
I mean, shit. Look at these. Look at the baseball World Series. You feel me? Shit, them players showing up and showing out. Shit, you feel me? They getting fucking contracts off of the fucking off of the fact that they fucking up these motherfuckers in this shit. You feel me? So it's just like show up and show out every time. Shit, it's just like and I feel like that should be the mentality for any fucking athlete playing for any fucking team. You feel me? Like it should be a pride to play for your team. You feel me? And play for that fucking shit, even if it's like whatever level, if it's D3, D2, all that shit. You feel me? Like even overseas shit. It's like if you going overseas as a motherfucker, why would I go overseas and hoop and not fucking ball out? You feel me? Like that's just a waste of my fucking time. You feel me?
Don't make sense.
And that's to win, right?
Any fucking sport,
right? Play to win. Not playing for fun. Now, have y'all been paying? Go on. If you got something, yeah.
No, I was going to say the World Baseball Classic.
Hold on. Before we go to baseball, have y'all been paying attention to March Madness? You got any type of comments on that?
Man, fucked up everybody bracket.
Everybody bracket's fucked, bro. Kansas, hey, no, real talk. Yeah, Kentucky, and Kansas lost, bro. That's crazy.
Jeez, right. Crazy. And I was gonna say, like the last like few games that I've watched when I was out, I was noticing the lower ranked teams were all like upsetting, like the 1 seeds and the 2 seeds and stuff. Like I was watching a game when it was like a 16 seed versus like a 1, and they was like tied, and then the 1 seed lost. So it was like, sheesh, all right. So interesting.
Like, shit, like I say, it's all about hunger shit. You got to play harder shit.
Right.
It's like shit. Right.
Like we got
basketball, it's a team sport.
Of course. Like you were just saying, like you got to have the hunger. It goes back to the last conversation. Like, what are you playing for? Regardless if you're playing at any level, D1, D2, D3, or overseas, or NBA, G League, and 1. You might as well play your all every time. Like, what else are you on the court for? It's not practice. It's a game. So, you went on mute. Yeah. But yeah, man. So this World Baseball Classic, what we talking about?
USA versus Japan, bro. Championship.
Japan's a tough one. Japan's always a tough one.
Hey, we here. We in it. USA. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to
anybody from Chicago representing on the USA team?
Tim Anderson, TA7.
Okay.
We outside. White
Big
Sox.
Facts.
Let's get it.
Big facts. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, they showing up and showing out, man. It's gonna be great. It's been a good.
Tim Anderson is on the fucking team, and we got Kendall Graveman from the White Sox playing.
Let's go.
We got Lance
throwing heat.
Yeah, we got 3 of our Chicago White Sox players on the team. The Cubs.
Any Cubbies?
The Cubs. No Cubbies. The Cubs. They in the rebuild.
Are they playing right now?
They can't.
Hey, bro.
They can't afford.
Are they playing? Were they playing like today?
The Cubs.
No, this USA versus
I
Japan.
feel like I did see them doing some shit the other day.
I'm literally on CBS Sports talking about live updates an hour ago.
They was playing the Kansas City Royals, but this is all preseason game, preseason shit. Because but I'm pretty sure the season finna get ready to start in a couple weeks, damn near. If not,
so if we win, the Americans
somewhere in April.
Yeah, if we win, the Americans would become the second nation to both repeat as champions and to lift multiple trophies. So Japan did that before with 2006 and 2009 as well.
Yeah, they got the most titles too. They got 2 titles.
That's crazy.
Japan be crazy. It's so crazy. Like they it's like so crazy. Like you would think that basketball has become like the number one sports over there, but it's like
bro, the game is on. The game is definitely on right now. Like there's live updates right now. So right now, Japan 3, US 1, fourth inning.
Yeah,
4th inning. Damn. That's exciting as hell. All right.
It's going down in live time.
Come on, man. Down. We out here, caught on the scene. Sheesh. Man. Hell yeah. So all right, come on,
you
USA.
This when you finna be talking shit. You already know.
Right. Come on, USA. What's up?
Yeah, but yeah, Japan's big baseball country.
Oh, for sure.
We gotta we gotta actually talk about Buddy, from the Wire passing. What's his name?
I don't want to make a joke, but I was gonna say, man, it ain't Michael B. Jordan. He was smoking that crack.
Hey, you know. Nah, but this,
I'm talking about Lance.
Riddick. Yeah, Riddick.
Yeah. He passed away.
Right. One of the police officers on the Wire.
60.
Or detectives.
Yeah, right. He was in John Wick. Right. He played in John Wick 4 and shit. So R.I.P. that man. He had one of the classic roles.
Great career. Every role he was in, they said, he brought something serious to it, or brought something real to it. They said he could play serious roles. He could be in comedic roles as well. Something else Right. And something else I was reading is that he was the first one to get Eric Andre frazzled. Eric Andre, the comedian, he's always like bringing someone onto his show unsuspecting and then acting out. And Lance, he didn't, apparently on the clip, he didn't get phased at all. He actually, played along and snapped back at Eric. And, Eric, the comedian, he's like, he broke character for a little bit, man. And they said, he was like, whoa. So yeah, this Lance guy was quick on his feet. For sure.
Yeah, Lance is a crazy dope actor.
60 years old.
Sad to see him pass. And it's like the last role that he's gonna actually the Percy Jackson series on Disney Plus. He gonna play Zeus. And so that's gonna be a crazy send off to see him in, the king of the gods, so it's gonna be something interesting to see.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of the Destiny players, they did like a tribute to him in the game over the weekend. So it was dope. A lot of respect to the man in his life.
The Vanguard.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Man, crazy times we live in. Crazy times.
Yeah.
Gotta appreciate every moment. Every day.
Yes, sir. Every moment, every day.
Yeah, do something good, nice for yourself today. Have some ice cream.
Hey, for sure.
He said have some ice cream for real. Shit.
Watch that TV show that you've always wanted to watch. Watch that.
That you love.
Right. Go and watch Chloe Bailey get Nah, let me not go so far. Let me relax. Man. But if y'all seen Swarm, apparently that clip was popping on.
That was the first. I watched that episode.
And people are. Yeah.
I watched that shit. I'm like, damn. First, it kind of gives me a Chris Brown and Stump the Yard effect.
Oh
Right.
hell no.
Because I don't know if y'all gonna watch it. Like it's like she
Right,
was in
right.
that bitch for like the first 10 minutes and then she's dead.
Gone.
And I'm just like,
Oh damn.
I'm like,
Yeah,
damn.
because I remember in
Okay.
Stop the Yard, they did act like Chris Brown was going to be in that movie, like for the whole movie, and he got
Bro, when they were promoting it, it
brick to
wasn't
his
shit but
head.
Chris Brown. It wasn't shit but
Right.
Chris Brown.
All the whole,
So I feel
everyone
like
in the trailer was
it's,
like, and then I'm watching the movie with my family and like my aunt, and all of a sudden we're like, yeah, yeah, and then brick to the head. I was like, oh shit, like this
Over
nigga's
with.
dead. Like I was like 10 minutes in the movie. My aunt was like, what did you take me to go see? I was like, oh shit.
motherfucker showed up for Chris Brown, stayed for the dancing.
Right, right.
Hey,
But
bro.
Yeah,
yeah,
so it was
apparently
like,
this
nah,
Zoe
apparently
Saldana
this
was in that shit too, man. I'm about to go watch that. Go ahead.
this swarm show that Chloe and was in. Apparently this swarm show is on what, Amazon Prime?
yeah, Amazon Prime.
And it's a show by Childish Gambino, and it's about stan or fan or extreme fan culture. I think it was based on the Beehive, but it takes a darker look at that type of life.
Yeah.
So
It's basically
Chloe,
that.
she's a pop star. Billie Eilish is in this show as well. She's a pop star, and I think they had somebody else in there that was like close to a pop star or something like that. So basically, they're saying Childish Gambino did a good job, or Donald Glover did a good job of casting and writing the show. It's getting good reviews so far. So
I mean, it's interesting. I'm gonna go back and actually like kind of dive back in. I kind of just like, what the fuck is this?
and now that I'm
And
thinking of
so
the
because it's just
marketing
like,
aspect of them leaking that
yeah,
clip. I want to know, like, yo, like, honestly, like, somebody that wasn't just a clip getting leaked. That had to be from the marketing team, like Floyd Bailey getting her cheeks blown. Like, yo, what? Now
yeah. I
everyone
mean,
watches
shit. It's
this
just like
show,
shit.
like,
It kind of creates the buzz for it, because I feel like a lot of
right,
people didn't really know about the series,
right,
unless you kind
right.
of paid attention to what Donald
And I
Glover was
thought it
going through.
just
I'm kind of
dropped. So, like, when did this
Yeah, and
season?
so like the clip came out at the same time as like it kind of dropped on the TV, like on the app, and so I feel like that's kind of where people dived in. But it's just
Right,
like it's actually it's interesting as fuck. It's like because like you say it's like a a fictional version of what the Beehive is, and they kind of
right.
make these comparisons.
And they're
Which is
also
like
they also have what's her name? Dominique, is it Fishback?
Fishback. Yeah, yeah, she's
And
amazing.
she was in the Fred Hampton movie, the
Yeah, the Judas and the
Judas.
Black Messiah.
Right, right, right. So basically, they're saying her performance in this is crazy. Of course, her performance in the movie that I just referenced, the Black Messiah, that was crazy. A lot of her recent I guess performances have been up there. Like she is somebody to watch who is going to be the next one up, during
Oh
award
yeah,
season.
and then
So
she's definitely one of the up and coming black actresses and actors in Hollywood right now.
right,
She doing her thing. She gonna be in, like I say, she gonna be in a new Transformers movie this year.
robots in
The Beast
disguise.
Wars movie. So
Right.
she got she making a name for herself, exactly, like, but it's just
They're
like
still doing
when you
Transformers movies.
Bro.
yeah, we got Beast
I'm
Wars coming
kind of
out, bro.
I'm
You
kind of
tweaking?
concerned. I'm kind of
You
concerned.
tweaking?
I'm done with
Hey,
them
hey,
You
it's gotta
for
have
a
tweaking?
long time now.
it's gotta have a hell of a
You
twist.
tweaking?
A hell of a twist.
Hold on, is Bumblebee still at, like, what are we doing? What are we
No,
doing?
bro. You don't. How did you not see? Where was you at when this is announced? When they
Bro,
dropped the whole trailer for
compare
this?
the I could compare the Transformer movies to Fast and the Furious, bro. They was just
I'm
in space.
saying,
You know what I'm saying?
No,
come
Like,
on, man.
I
Well, they
feel
come from
like as
space,
of
right?
lately, I feel like they
no,
were at
Fast
one
and Furious.
point. I feel like they were at one point. They were kind of like, "Hey, we just gonna keep on making these bitches." But I feel like as of lately, they've been actually like, because the thing is, they did the spinoff Bumblebee movie and shit like that, and it kind of hit a whole different vibe than regular Transformers. And so I don't know exactly what the premises of this movie is gonna be, but it's like I feel like once Michael Bay got kind of removed, they kind of start doing a thing again. So it's just like
Okay,
it's.
so Michael Bay's not even in it no more.
Yeah, you're not involved in this shit.
Cause I'm not gonna lie, like it did become a cliche, and those movies helped. It was like Michael Bay, explosion, explosion, explosion. You started
Yeah,
watching
and
those
so that's what I'm
movies.
saying.
That's
Like,
all it
yeah, once
was. It
they
was like, all
removed, I feel like
right,
they removed his ass after what was it?
With
Like he
Mark
wasn't
Wahlberg.
involved in the Bumblebee movie, like
right.
at all. Like that's what I'm saying. Once they kind of went towards that
Of
direction,
course,
they
Mark
removed.
Wahlberg in all the movies. Sheesh.
Yeah, they had to. Once they got rid of his ass too, like I said, he wasn't in Bumblebee either. So it's like once they removed his ass, it was all
Right.
good for me.
Shia LaBeouf started fucking up, and all of a sudden it was, all right, Mark Wahlberg, come on, finish the
Right,
series off,
right,
man. He just
right.
popped up out of nowhere. I was like, all right. Now,
I
now,
was like,
somebody, hold on, somebody who continually fucks up and still is leading a franchise movie. Ezra, what's his name? Ezra Miller.
What he did now?
I mean, he's always doing something, but they said, that new Flash is coming soon, and I just had to sit there and be like, he's done so much, and somehow he's still headlining this movie.
I mean, they not fitting. It's like shit. They can't. You got to think about it like this. James Gunn is using this movie to reset the DC universe. They can't get rid of him.
Right.
You can't get rid of it. It's just like, first off, you have to reshoot the whole fucking movie now, and that's going to cost them way more money than actually releasing the shit. And so it's just like I felt the same way. I was like, how the fuck did this nigga keep this fucking job? But it's just like I say,
Right.
it's like he knew that his movie was, the thing is, I feel like Ezra Miller knew that his movie was so important to DC that he was like, I can go wild the fuck out because they can't
Right.
scrap this shit.
and I mean, he was in Fantastic Beasts too. He was in both of them. So he got a. I'm looking at him. He got a resume, bro. He got some serious movies.
But I feel like he started wilding after Fantastic Beasts in between this release of this fucking Flash movie.
No, I just say that just to say what type of actor he is. He has a resume.
Yeah, he do got a little resume, He got motherfucking, like, I guess he got some, like, I ain't seen everything that he's been, but I feel like the Fantastic Beasts and this Flash franchise and things like that has really kind of helped his fandom build up a little bit more.
Yep, Batman, Trainwreck. Yeah, he got some shit. But
so I'm just like, I don't know. Like I say, it's like I don't know what they plan. Like I say, this movie, like this Flashpoint movie, is supposed to be like a reset for the DC universe. So I don't know if they're gonna get rid of him afterwards. But it's just like, from what James Gunn is telling motherfuckers, this is supposed to be the best superhero movie of all time.
Right.
And so me in the long run, I can't see them getting rid of him if that's gonna be the best superhero movie of all time. So it's just like. But it's like we'll see, we'll see. I honestly feel like if he do some more wild shit, they're gonna have to really get rid of his ass, because it's like, how does that look for y'all company, as a whole?
You know what, man? DC, they have yet to, and they have to have their Infinity War moment. You know what I'm saying? They haven't had it. Bro.
They already they can't do that. They are, like I said, we not getting that shit until 2020, 2030 or some shit down there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got to develop it though. You know what I mean? Like they have to.
I mean, shit. It's like they wouldn't even have an Infinity. It's like it's like we almost had that moment, because think about it. With Justice League, we kind of introduced, They introduced Darkseid, and so that was the moment. You feel me? So it's just like, I feel like with them not bringing back Zack Snyder and continuing what the fuck they had already left off. Because it's like, me personally, what I respect out of what Marvel has done is that they're like, hey, we're willing to go back and let these other motherfuckers finish what they're doing. You feel me? Like, they kind of came and gave Andrew Garfield and his Spider-Man a closure and brought him back. And so it's just like, if I was James Gunn, I would let Zack Snyder finish his little Justice League trilogy.
Right.
Because it's like, it's like, because think about it, y'all brought back Superman just to say, hey, we're going to replace him again. Just finish out that storyline. Just finish it out. Like, it's just like, it's you've already wasted so much money into it. Fans have already, it's like, think about it. You have a lot of fans already invested in the shit. You feel me? That's the thing about it with the Flash movie. A lot of fans have already been invested in the shit. You got to go ahead and let it go. Drop it.
Yeah, because when he did the Schneider cut and you see Dark Side and all that shit, you thinking it's gonna be another installation.
Installment. Yeah, I was like, damn. I'm like, damn. DC really was tweaking on this man.
Yeah, they tweaked on that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm just like, but it's just
Hey.
like I say, like people just like right now, I don't know what the fuck they plan on really doing or what it comes up to, but it's just like it's James Gunn. You know, we've seen what he's done with Marvel. So we kind of have like a little bit of trust in him, but it's just DC that niggas just has no faith in at all.
Yeah. Hey, this past week,
That's a fact.
This past weekend, South by Southwest, man. Let's talk about it because I know we
Yes,
both.
sir.
We had people down.
Yes, sir. Jams was in the building. DJ'd by Hookup Cam. So two Cod alum in the building, performing for I think Rap TV and some other events. I think they performed for like Stubbs barbecue sauce event or something. But yeah, man, it was definitely some big crowds that I seen online. So gotta shout the fam out for sure. And they linked with Goon de Garçon, Def Jam artist. I think, some other people there. But from what Cam had told me, great weekend, tore the house down, was able to, link with a lot of people and stuff like that. So definitely got to shout them out for sure.
Yeah, 100%. Shit, I feel like we definitely got to be at I wasn't able to make it. I was gonna fly.
Oh yeah.
You got to make the next.
Oh yeah, because I was gonna say it was just one of the homies debuted in like 2 films out there. Shout out Denny. He was in.
For sure, bet.
Yeah, he was in The Duel, which was with Dylan Sprouse, Cole's brother. They had produced a movie. And so I don't pretty much know what it's about yet, but I just know it was shown at South by Southwest. And people was talking about it like it was going crazy, like they fucked with it a lot. And then I forgot he was in another short film. Damn, I forgot the name of it. But it was just basically like he kind of moves away from this girl that he's like friends with, and like it's kind of like a love story thing type of vibe with it. Coming of like age type of thing. But yeah, it's just like, the homies was in full effect at South by Southwest this weekend. So shout out, definitely.
Yeah, for people listening, if you don't know what South by Southwest is, it's a conference, it's a festival of artists from pretty much every genre.
All mediums.
Yeah, all mediums. You got film, you got music, you got artists down there, actual artists down there, painters, sculptures, graphic artists. I mean, it's just take a look at it, check it out. If you've never been, it's worth a go. We definitely gonna be there next year because I should have went. Like I said, we should have went this year.
Gotta be.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I'll
be forgetting when it's
schedules. Now look, this might be close. But Phoenix and I, we just solidified a little Toronto show. So we're gonna be at this Toronto pop-up that 12 is gonna be involved in as well. That's gonna be on like April 7th and whatnot.
Nice.
I'm gonna definitely try to bring the camera, get some COD TV, link with some folks, see if we can get some interviews, man. But I mean, I've been speaking with Cam, man. It's definitely that time, bro. It's definitely that time where we got to start making some moves because we're all over the place right now and things like that. So definitely with this 100th episode, like we've been talking about, we're gonna try to reach out to a few COD alum, get them to stop by, do a little shout out, maybe speak on a topic or two. But once that 100th episode drops, we got to get a live pod in. If whether we link in Chicago or Colorado or something, got to get a few lives in. So yeah, definitely gonna make some moves, man. Because imagine if we coordinated to all pop out to South by.
Right,
that would be South by weekend live pod. Had Jabs on, had Cab on, had Denny on if we could get him on there, like any other artists that we meet. Yeah. I see Gambino going in some directions now. So for sure.
That's official, man. That's official shit. And even our base in Miami, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
That we just gonna put together, man. Put it in the calendar. But Yeah, I mean, to even, be associated with artists who go to these things, and, for us to be able to do what we do and what we love to do. When we started this shit, we didn't, whatever, podcast.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we could
You know what I
build it up,
mean?
man.
For
Oh, we can
sure,
build
for
it.
sure.
And now here we are. It's crazy to think this is episode 96, but so shit.
Nah, it's super crazy. It's super crazy because even with this Toronto thing that I was telling you all about, I hit up one of the guys from the COD who's out there, and
Right.
he was like, "Oh, I could put you in contact with such and such," and I'm like, "Yo, that's a pretty decent producer," and he was like, "Yeah," and he sent me the screenshot, and the way he introduced me was like, "Yo," so he was like, "I was in this Discord a few years ago, and now I'm in this artist Discord, and he's currently working with this artist and this artist, but I haven't seen anyone really utilize and build community like this before. It's new," and I was like, "Yo." You never really get to stop and think about what you're building out here, So it's like just the other week I saw, Gordo go on the gaming channel on the COD and set up a whole poke tournament and whatnot. So I mean,
yeah, we gotta get more people involved. Like that's what I'm saying. We might have to do
that's
a
a fact.
Fortnite joint. Might
Right,
have to do
right.
everybody do squads and then we all jump
Right.
in, or we do a custom game or some shit. We all jump in.
Right.
We do our 3 versus they 3 or whatever the fuck, So I'm like, it's like building that, like you say, building a sense of community is, is really, really been, heavy these last couple of years because COVID hit, people couldn't go outside, so it's like the only people they only had their internet friends or people that they were, truly close to. So it's just like, those internet interactions are starting
and that
to come
dude, that producer, like he showed me the reaction. The guy was like, "Oh yeah, like a couple of my students might use it. I got to get tapped in, this and that." And it reminded me, like, at least this platform and whatever we're using, this whole Discord platform, it's like we're still at the cusp. We're still like really at the early stages. There's a lot of, it's a lot of artists now who are trying to start their own Discords. You see some are successful, some are not. It depends on, you really got to utilize it and interact. But yeah, I mean, especially with all this AI, this meta, this and that's still building, like, yeah, I think we're at a good spot to really like, put a stake in because sheesh. It's early, and you know how people was like, "I wish I got on Bitcoin back in the day." Like, I ain't missing out again. I ain't missing out again on the next wave of whatever happened.
No, I feel like Discord really was one of those, that is really that platform that really kind of did it, made it where it was. Because I feel like you got Reddit and things like that, but it's just like it's a Reddit's whole different vibe.
Right.
It's a whole different vibe when you get to Discord, So it's just like
you could really find like the super niche corners for somebody who's super like into what you're into and things like that. Like super find the
bro, I'm like I had utilized my shit for just gaming. Originally, that's how I utilized it, was just for gaming. So I was in all these different gaming communities just for the games I was playing. And
that's
so
how I started. Yeah.
And so it's just like I didn't even know it was like people talking about music on Discord, and so it's like, and that's until you introduced me to that segment. And I'm like, oh shit, it's people talking about music, it's people talking about art, it's people talking about NFTs, it's all type of shit. But it's just like you just gotta find, like you say, that community and corner that really works well for you. I can't go into every Discord and be like, yeah, I'm finna chat with these motherfuckers. Nah, I don't fuck with them like that.
You already know. And bro, you see me. Some people came into our court and started saying, some wild shit. And I'll be like, hold on. And you be like, nah, see, I got him. I'll talk to him. And I'll be like, nah, I'm a bad ass right now before they you're like, nah, let me debate. I'm like, nah, fuck that.
One time I was like, what the fuck is Buddy talking about?
Right. Someone started jawing off. I was like, nah, fuck that shit. You was like, hold on.
Like, give his ass a 24-hour ban, not a full permanent. Because I was like, I was like, somebody was like, I was finna ban somebody. I was like, this man finna piss me off. He finna get banned. I'm like, it was like 24-hour permanent or some shit. I was like, he's gonna give his ass 24 hours. He'll chill his ass out. He in the hole.
Exactly. But yeah, man. I mean, yeah, just shout out to Cod, man. Just one more time. We're almost at that 100 episode mark, man. And And shit, man. Proud to see where we keep going for sure. Cause man,
y'all been watching TV?
I was about to ask you, man. I haven't had my login for Stars, so I need to catch up on all of BMF.
Yeah,
I gotta
BMF
catch up
just
on
finished.
Power just started. I'm mad
started.
behind. Like,
man, I'm watching.
I'm caught up on
The
Your
Last
Honor.
of Us finished too.
Hey,
So if you want
The
to start
Last
that
of Us,
shit,
I watched The Last of Us. I finished Tulsa King. That shit was.
Is that shit good?
Tulsa King is good, bro. Sylvester Stallone. Check it out.
Do you watch Mayor of Kingstown?
I haven't started it yet. I did. I see it because once I finished Tulsa King, I was looking for some other shit. You know how you finish a certain genre?
Because every time I watch Mayor of Kingstown, they always bring up Tulsa King. But I'm sitting here like, man, should I watch this shit? I fuck with Sylvester Stallone, but I'm like, Mayor of Kingstown, a whole different vibe. Like that's what I'm saying.
He said, "I rock with Sylvester." Hey, let me ask you about something because Creed 3. So now that I'm reading about it, Sylvester doesn't have rights to his story anymore, or to the Rocky IP anymore.
I don't know. I haven't checked about that. I know that he.
So I don't think he was saying something bad, but he said he was kind of upset that like the new Creed didn't have any traces of Rocky like at all.
Yeah, I mean, but it's a sequel. You feel me? Like it's a spinoff.
Yeah. But do you think he should be included? Do you think he should be included?
Oh, my bad. I was just saying.
I guess I was just gonna say, do you think he should be included, or do you think he should have been included, like in some way or form in like each movie, even if it's on some Stan Lee shit, just a quick like cameo, like
hey, even a picture on the wall,
or is it like, what's the point, right?
Hey, even
a picture on the wall.
Even a picture on the wall.
So they had no picture of Rocky at all. They had no mention of Rocky in Creed 3.
None.
Zero. It's just a Creed movie now.
I thought the shit was weird because and I'm gonna tell you why, bro. I'm gonna tell you why. Because originally in Adonis Creed's story, he went to Rock to be able to box.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To figure out who his father was, to find himself as a boxer. You know?
Right.
And he didn't mention them at all, bro. He wasn't mentioned. No pictures, no, not at all.
Yeah, that's weird.
I thought that was weird. I'm not saying,
but I feel like that was just due to the blowout.
Pay him $5 million.
Having that, but that I feel like that's due to them having that blowout between them having the direction on, because at the end of the day, he kept on. One of the big things that Sylvester Stallone was saying was like, he's like, basically, I'm just a stand-in in this movie. I really serve no purpose other than just being, in there for cameo. You feel me? Right. So I feel like it's like, fuck it, you don't want to be in a movie at all. They removed his ass for real.
And the wild thing is that Michael B. Jordan actually directed this one.
Yeah.
So I found that kind of weird. You know what I mean? I would think that, just for history's sake and just for whatever, it's like, all right, yeah, you don't have a prominent role, but it's like, man, you helped create this. You know what I'm saying? You should be a part of it one way or the other.
Yeah,
you're a part of the story, right?
And that's what people were saying. Like somebody was saying, like maybe he should have kept him with the Mickey kind of vibe. Kept him in like the Mickey kind of in the corner type of vibe. You feel me? And I kind of respect that. Like I respect, I feel like that would have been the role that he would have took. You feel me? It's a different day and age, but he a legend. He can give knowledge. He know the techniques and training. What it really takes to stand in that ring. So I feel like that's what I was thinking they would have took the direction of building his character.
Like I said, at least a picture on the wall, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He said they got rid of his ass.
Hey, bro, no trace. No trace.
You don't even know this in the same film. This ain't even the same film universe. Shit.
Right. But, bro, you wouldn't even have thought that he would have anything to do with Adonis Creed, which we all know he did. You know what I mean? Because him and his father were close. So but
Even at the end of Rocky 2, shit, he the reason why that man came back and won. If in reality, shit, it's just he's entwined. What else do you expect?
He's entwined with the story, bro. Like straight up, Yeah,
that is crazy.
Who knows what's happening behind scenes, right?
Yeah.
Who knows?
But also,
but Total King, worth the watch.
I'm gonna check it out.
Worth the
I was
watch.
gonna say, yeah, but definitely check out Mayor of Kingstown. It's definitely it's up. Like I say, this right now. Like I said, it's up there. It's like my weekly Sunday little shit I be watching shit. And so
Yeah.
What show?
right now, like I said, I don't know if you watch Godfather or Harlem. That's definitely one of the shows to check out.
I gotta tap in.
Underrated.
Like, let me ask you something though. Like when Godfather or Harlem, because I know the soundtracks are popping and whatnot. Do they actually use like drill and trap and the updated music in the show?
Yep.
All right. Not bad.
It's so
not
crazy
bad.
because like it's like set back in the day, but you would hear them like rapping some motherfucking drill in the scene. You want to do some crazy shit. So I'm like, I'll fuck with it. Like right now, I got it listed. Like honestly, Snowfall is my number one TV show out right now.
Right.
Then I got Godfather of Harlem. Then I would have put BMF, and then that's all my hood shit. That's how I rank them right now, regards to shit.
Right.
Because I'm like, Godfather of Harlem, crazy.
Yeah, I've been fucking with Forrest Whitaker since Ghost Dog. And I don't know if y'all remember that movie. It's old as hell.
Right.
Ghost Dog.
It's called Ghost Dog. Check it out. It's like a
I remember that.
It's like a Wu-Tang style.
Yeah, he was a ghetto samurai. Who was that again? Who was playing
Forrest Whitaker?
Yeah.
Forrest Whitaker.
I think I've seen that.
Whitaker.
I gotta check it out for Apple.
Ghost Dog.
I really just been on some watching just old ass movies as of right now because it ain't that much on TV as of right now, for honestly. So I've been rewatching old shit.
The Mandalorian back. So
I gotta finish the other fucking season. I feel like I left off at the middle of the season and never came back for some reason.
Somebody told me that, bro. Somebody else told me that.
Did they replace old girl or did they have her die? Is that what I think that's what I did it for me. I was like, they replaced somebody. And I was like, damn, should I continue watching this shit?
Man, the Mandalorian is so good, bro. And it's like if you watch the first season, it's good. The second season, you got to get through, and then it's Boba Fett, right?
Yeah.
And then
so I got to watch Boba Fett after that.
Man, watch the second one, watch Boba Fett, and then watch this one. Yeah.
Okay, because I'm on, like I say, I'm on the second season, but I feel like I got stuck on like the fourth episode.
It happens like that. Even we brought up The Wire, right? I hated it when The Wire went to the docks. Like, bro,
yeah, it was season 2. Yeah, that shit was.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Yeah, it was like I say, season 3, season 2, season 3. Them bitches kind of
Y'all talking about The Wire?
Yeah.
Come on, man. I know when you said the docs. Maybe it's because I read the book. Hold on. Maybe it's because I read the book that.
Hey, but you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about. But I will say, after I read the book, I did get a little bit more appreciation for the slower seasons. But those seasons were slow when they started. They were slow. I'm being nice by just saying slow, but they were slow.
Yeah,
but you had to think though, like overall, if you did like tough it out and get to the end of those seasons, you did like appreciate it. You were like, all right, like this meant something. It made sense.
Season 2 actually was like ended up becoming one of the even though it's not that good, I feel like I appreciate it a lot, because it was like, they ass was like, man, we really, you get Stringer Bell ass, doing his thing, and then it's like you see them niggas like McNulty, like his ass kind of, like, damn, I kind of fucked up, but I'm like, I want to get back in the game type of shit. And that was kind of like an interesting point. You feel me? To see, like, he can't ever let shit go. Can't let shit go at all.
Man, great series. Great series.
Yeah, Wire. That shit gonna always be a classic.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%, man.
But yeah, check out Godfather Harlem. They got that intertwined story with Malcolm X and that shit. What's so crazy about that, which is so dope as fuck, was like, what they always get like a historical motherfucking aspect to it. Like it was one episode they had Alec Baldwin come in,
right?
And I think this is during the I don't know if this is like during the writing of his like autobiography or whatever it was he was writing, but he kind of had him like I don't know if it was true, how true it was, but like apparently he was gonna have, Alex Baldwin make a think piece or write a piece about Bumpy Johnson being like the most important black man in America,
right?
Due to the fact that he's like a gangster and like a businessman, shit like that. You feel me? How dangerous he actually is. You feel me?
Right.
To like the black power, like how like powerful he can be to the black power movement and shit like that. And so I'm like, I don't know how true that part was, but I was like, it was like them kind of hinting at the shit that Fred Hampton was kind of doing with when he was assassinated, So it's like definitely check out Godfather of Harlem. I feel like we're gonna get at least 5 seasons of that. They might introduce Frank Lucas at some point. You might see that part.
Shout out Frank. Well, actually, not shout out because he was a snitch.
Damn, Joe.
Oh. Right. I tried to think of anybody else right now, but I guess Thug is still in, we'll see what's going on with his case. Haven't got an update in a while. I know Troy Ave and the Tax Stone case happened, if you guys are up on that. But Troy Ave, he's been talking and going on. So I know he's I think he's against right now in the case. He's against Tax Stone, but he might also be against Casanova as well. So, a couple New York artists mixed up in some things as well. And then just to wrap up anything about cases, I think all of XXX Tentacion's killers were guilty. One of them tried to blow a kiss at the family, like if he was some real deranged killer, but he'll find out in prison. So,
it's over with for their ass.
Right. Anything else to that we got to go over before we wrap this week up?
Hey man, that's pretty much it. Shoot, honestly, I mean,
that's pretty much it.
I mean,
hopefully win this.
We gotta I would say like, we gotta. I mean, we were doing the group chat a little bit, but definitely got to go over who we at least should reach out to start coordinating this episode 100. That's gonna be lit. That's gonna be lit for sure. Maybe we do a live stream or something.
Hey, I'm down.
I don't know how to do that live stream on YouTube or something. Might gotta speak to Paul
YouTube
back when we was live streaming the Fortnite matches and whatnot. So yeah, that'd be crazy. Get everybody to pop in for.
That could be how we do it. If we do it
a
like
few minutes,
like Fortnite, but we kind of like be all the main squad, but we kind of add that person.
Oh, right, be added.
And we
like
run through a squad match with them, and then by the time the match ends, that's how we, that could be how we do it.
Yeah, we gotta elevate episode 100 for sure, innovate or something. So we'll think about that. We'll be back. It's 4 more, so get in tune. It's the Cod.
The countdown begins.
Every day, episode 96. We out.
Crazy. Things driving me crazy. Things driving me crazy.
These last few days been driving me crazy. Lost a few people and lately been feeling lazy. People losing lives, I'm seeing death on the daily. My mind ain't playing tricks, ain't no sun where it's shady. They made guns to kill and medicine for the sickness, but they make the sickness the medicine just to fix it. But ain't no real cure to the wicked. I found my will like Jada Pickett. Now why lie to kick it? Still bumping, pockin' pun, riding with the biscuit. I can't trust a soul, so why would I even risk it? Took so many losses, had to find wins within them. You never wore my denim, so you don't know my decisions. I need my lot to have at least 10 cars in it. Floyd Money, Rolls Royce with the stars in it. While the world don't stand by, we still moving forward. Hopped into a Porsche, started in a Honda Accord. Creating daily content, talent without work is wasted. And giving up on work put in, it's like you just erase it. Ain't no one size fits all way into success. Some blessings come in disguise, how much you willing to bet. And in spite of the pandemic, we still had to invest. Cause too much stress can lead to cardiac arrest. I'm back and greater than ever. Hit the bank and the teller. It's raining outside, don't forget to walk with the umbrella. These tough terrains show no mercy or excuses. They saying I'm the truth in all my microphone abuses. I drop the knowledge on them like Confucius. We came a long way from cotton fields and hanging nooses. I conjure magic like I'm Copperfield and give exclusive. Nothing haters say can take away my contributions. These last few days been driving me crazy. Lost a few people and lately been feeling lazy. People losing lives, I'm seeing death on the daily. My mind ain't playing tricks, ain't no sun where it's shady. These last few days been driving me crazy. Lost a few people and lately been feeling lazy. People losing lives, I'm seeing death on the daily. My mind ain't playing tricks, ain't no sun where it's shady.